Yeah, Lane, I'd be looking like that too if I made the kind of mistake y'all boys just made. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in the year 2025, and with that comes a lot of evolution of the game, evolution of the media, including players joining the active media while they're still actively playing the game. We have a very interesting video today because the subject matter of today's video they tried to hide. They tried to delete it. By they, I mean the NFL, the players, probably Lane Johnson, Brian Baldinger for sure. These guys realized they made somewhat of a mistake and they revealed some very, very valuable game planning information about one of our best players, Micah Parsons himself. They have legitimately revealed exactly what the game plan is against Micah Parsons, exactly what they are being taught to play against the Micah Parsons. And I don't care what nobody say, man. That type of information getting out while you're still actively playing and while that player is still actively playing, it cannot be a good thing. I don't care what nobody say. We'll get into some of the, I guess, the politics of it afterwards. But oh my goodness, let's take a look at the now deleted post. But guess what? Your boy was too quick. I got a hold of. Let's take a look. Man, shut your up. And when I say now deleted, it is really deleted. I even edit Mike. I was like, I hope you're paying attention. They just gave you everything you need to know to shred game plans against you apart, bro. And Brian Baldinger originally posted this, but you can see right here, it can't be found. So what is it that I'm trying to show you guys today? What exactly is it we're about to take a look at, a listen to, a gander of? Well, I'm about to show you right now.
You make the tackle go in the direction he wants to and then really go the opposite direction really fast. For me, like I was saying, with jump sets, he's a guy that if you're jumping, make sure he's probably close. So I don't know if you want to do that with him, when he's lined up really far out in space. But, with the jump set, I got him this year because he was real tight. But that's really like the only time I want to do it, if I know you're not going to go in and run a game, if you line that tight up, the Cobra, will come out of his face and get you. But for him, he's going to line up tilted. His favorite thing is to go inside. He lines up over centers. I think you see with Myles Garrett, Micah, they do a good job of putting the center on the fucking end when they stay, good job of selling you.
Now, I don't know about you, but everything that Lane Johnson was just talking about there and the graphics that were up behind those guys, and this is at the Offensive Line Mastermind Summit, right? And that's why everything has positives and everything has some negatives, man. This was at the Offensive Line Mastermind Summit, and I'm glad that this happened. I am so glad this happened. And even though this information would have gotten back to Micah Parsons at some point anyways, because some Cowboys offensive linemen were there, so they would have picked up this information as it pertains to how other teams are going about game planning him, specifically what they're keying in on and what they're teaching their players to do. The reason that this is such a big deal is because now you being Micah Parsons, you being a freak athlete, a unique specimen to the point to where you can fine-tune your game and do a variety of different things. You don't have to play just one way. But now that you know the exact mentality, the exact approach that teams are having as it pertains to playing against you, you know exactly how to build a counter approach against their approach. And that has to be a massive mistake. I don't care what nobody says, man. You never want the playbook getting out the day before the game, bro. And if they have just revealed the entire blueprint for how they are going about stopping the Micah Parsons right here, from the confines of just as an individual player, what they're going to teach you to do to stop a Micah Parsons, then if he has that information, he can get even better based off of that information as long as he's paying attention to all these little breadcrumbs that are being dropped. Because again, while all these different innovations that are coming along with player media and just the media in general and how players are kind of taking control of their narratives. They're taking control and they're kind of becoming enterprises while they're still active. And that's good for their post-playing career, for their families, and all that good stuff. It's great. But there are going to be mistakes along the way, especially when this is a fairly new thing. Guys are not going to do this thing perfectly. So that's why it's very important that you pay attention to the mistakes that are made. And it absolutely has to be a mistake to see a guy that is off the Super Bowl winning team and is in the same division as yourself essentially give up his entire team's game plan for how they approach stopping a Micah Parsons, and in turn, that's how they're going to approach stopping the entire Dallas Cowboys defense. Matt Eberflus, everybody involved just got all the ammo they needed to know exactly what they need to do to help Micah Parsons get free, exactly what they need to do to make it even harder on the opposing offenses. And look, I'm not paid to be no D coordinator, so I'm not about to tell y'all the exact countermeasures that's going to be involved in fixing some of this stuff or circumventing the game plan that these people are employing against the Micah Parsons. But this information is out there now. You actually see legitimate game plan information from guys that are playing Micah Parsons at minimum 2 times per season. This is crazy to me. And I know this, what I'm saying, has some merit to it. Otherwise, Brian Baldinger wouldn't have had to delete that. He wouldn't have had to delete the original post. And again, I got y'all. So I got an image of what the original tweet actually said. And he mentioned all these guys. And I guarantee y'all, somebody called Brian Baldinger. It was like, hey, man, we didn't actually want guys recording that aspect of the summit. We didn't want guys actually recording that or putting that out there to be consumed by the general public. I guarantee you somebody called. Otherwise, he would have left this post up. There's no other reason why he would have deleted that post. Again, I'm showing it on the screen so you guys can actually get context of what the post actually is. But this right here is hilarious to me. I absolutely love that these guys are talking so much. I love that these guys are talking so much. It ain't just our players. I love that all the players are talking so much because if you pay enough attention, if you got the right people paying enough attention, you can actually get some nuggets from out here and it can benefit your own cause. But either way, I thought this was super interesting, and I do think this is a major mistake. I'm sorry. When you have a player as talented as a Micah Parsons that can play any type of way with power, with speed, whatever you want him to do, they can move around the field. When you have a player like that, the last thing you want him to do is to understand and know the general approach that everyone's going to be taking to stop you. I mean, step by step, written down and verbalized. That's the last thing you want that type of player to know. So, hey, ball in your court, Micah. Lane and them boys gave you plenty of more ammo to play around with, and I'm sure that that's just going to be even more fuel to the fire of your Defensive Player of the Year campaign season that should be on the way. You got some other dogs out there with you on them edges now. You got a Fowler. You got a Ezeraiku. You got a Nealon. You got a Sam back. You got these boys out there with you now. Now you can make some noise. Now you should be able to get free. They're not going to be able to put all the attention on you. Otherwise, other guys going to eat. Now is your year to make some noise. But either way, man, let me know down in the comments below. Do you think that this type of information getting out could actually benefit a player in any sense, a Micah Parsons, if he was to see how some of the best guys in the league are approaching stopping him, and they're literally spelling it out for you on a damn whiteboard on a projector screen? Do you think that could benefit players in any way, or do you think I just blew that out of proportion and I'm bored right now? We ain't got nothing to do and we need training camp to hurry come around. Let me know down in the comments below. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content just like this on the regular. And out. Them Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Woo, shut up, my boy. Hey!